So you're a brand new truck driver, and despite all the turbulence, you made it to the point that you're actually making money and getting checks that you're proud of in trucking, which means you made it through all of the CDL school and initial training BS and found a company to get started with. Kudos to you. And maybe for the first time in a while, it's starting to feel in general like your life is moving forward. This moment actually matters more than most people realize. And that's why I'm making this video. Because here's the thing you may or may not already know. When you start breaking old momentum, it's not all smooth sailing. In fact, while you're in this window of resetting momentum in your life, some of the waters are actually going to feel quite choppy. Old habits, old friends, old debts, old ways of being. You'll feel compelled to engage with all of that, and all of that is going to try to pull you back before you even notice. And you're not doing anything wrong. It's just that momentum always resists change. That pushback, that old momentum pulling on you, it's normal, it's expected, and it's part of this transition. And if you don't handle it intentionally, it can subtly drain your energy and derail these first wins. Not dramatically, but slowly, almost invisibly. Here's the difference between drivers that push through this early phase effectively. Bottom line, they refuse to let the momentum of their past pull too hard on their new future. They face what needs handling, sequence it, and act deliberately. Others linger, waste time, and in some cases stall out altogether. That's not what you want to do. So in this video, I'm going to get into 5 of the main categories of resistance that tend to show up and pull on you in your first initial checks when old momentum begins to break in someone's life. You'll be familiar with them already probably. And more importantly, you're going to get clear, practical steps to navigate them so this first initial 10-check window and all of your other first initial wins in this career actually stick. Stay with me, because once you see these patterns, you can use them to lock in on momentum instead of losing it. The first category is financial noise. Collectors and old debts and bills and what have you that went unnoticed or you ignored when you didn't have the money to handle them. Suddenly you're on their radar again. Or you just feel the pull to get all of those old heavy ass monkeys off of your back. It can feel urgent and overwhelming, like everything needs to be handled right now. That moment alone knocks people off track. Not to mention, you gotta know there's gonna be things that come up unexpectedly in this rebuilding season of your life. Your check is gonna show up late for whatever reason, or shorter than expected. Or you'll have $700 worth of bills to cover this week and only a $900 check to cover it. Expect that stuff is gonna happen, and I gotta be honest, for some of you, that's where it's going to get real. Here's a micro principle that can pull you through. Your first checks aren't for panic or trying to fix everything at once. They're for stability. First, protecting momentum before growth. When something unexpected hits, don't react emotionally and don't abandon the plan. To get a hold on this, list 1 to 3 things that would totally destroy your calm tomorrow if left unpaid. Focus on prioritizing those. Anything else is not immediate. This isn't avoidance. It's sequencing. It's prioritizing. Now, the next category is going to feel more personal. It's going to hit closer to your identity. And many new drivers don't see it coming. Old friends, old hangouts, and people who haven't seen you in a while are going to start resurfacing. Or you're going to feel the pull of actually wanting to go and engage with all of that again. After all, you've been away for a while grinding, right? But here's the truth, and you can use this as a filter of sorts. Some of those motherfuckers didn't really miss you. They only missed the version of you that was always available to them. That pull is going to feel familiar. It's going to feel comfortable and almost harmless. But familiarity is powerful. And if you don't recognize it for what it is, it drains energy you probably don't have to spare right now. So here's another micro step. Decide who gets your time and energy this week. Use that filter that I mentioned earlier. If someone pulls too hard on the old you, or the wrong person pulls too hard on the old you, it's okay to delay. If you give in too much, it'll eat at your time and energy unnecessarily, and these first wins will slip through your fingers. Next comes something internal. And this is where people justify locking themselves into pressure too early. You gotta get something new. A new phone, a new car. Showing off a little because you finally earned it. It feels like progress, and in some ways it is. But here's the insight. Early upgrades often turn temporary success into long-term pressure, especially if there's a financial commitment attached. Plus, one upgrade makes you feel the urge to continue to upgrade. Here's another micro step. So during this period before any upgrade, ask, does this protect my momentum or does it hinder it? Can it wait until after 10 checks? By the way, if it can probably wait until after 20. Just a consideration. Now stick with me, family. So far, you've only heard 3 of the 5 categories of resistance that tend to show up when old momentum starts to break in your life. After I give you these last 2 real quick, as promised, I'm going to walk you through a clear, simple, practical way to effectively navigate all 5. So this initial window and these first checks don't slip through your fingers. The fourth category is internal pressure, the fear of losing momentum, the belief that if you don't get it right immediately, you'll lose this window. But your first checks aren't for perfection. They're for rhythm, consistency, cadence, and calm. They're about establishing and making beneficial and repeatable choices. Panic decisions quietly destroy momentum. So here's another micro step. Apply the protect before spend rule. Act only on things that preserve and or nurture momentum. Everything else waits. And the fifth category, boundary tests. Family, friends, acquaintances, everybody senses your shift. Requests, assumptions, and expectations start showing up. Here's a micro step for this. Set boundaries intentionally. Sequence and prioritize help in spending to protect your first 10 checks. Think of each check like a workout for a new muscle. The first teaches control, the second reinforces it, and by the 10th, discipline is forming. Practice saying, not now. That's how momentum strengthens in this window of your life. Now here it is. The truth that many of us only learn after a bunch of unnecessary frustration. Your first 10 paychecks are not about getting ahead. They're about not getting pulled backward. So instead of thinking in dollars or percentages, think in sequence. Step 1, stability. Handle the items that would knock you off rhythm if they blew up tomorrow. Not everything you owe at this point, just what threatens your calm and your focus. Chaos costs more than debt ever will. Step 2, space. Set aside a small buffer, even if it's just a few dollars a day, family. Now, if you're thinking, damn, I can't really focus on saving yet. A pie can only be cut into so many different pieces. That's the thinking. Back in the days when my dad would hear it, he would stop me. Anytime I started making more money and felt like there wasn't really enough to focus on saving, he'd have me walk through an imaginary scenario. He'd say, imagine if you were making $50 or $100 less a week, or $15 or $20 less a day than this amount, than what you're making now. Would you still figure out a way to survive? And the answer was always yes, because I'd already done it. And then he'd say something like, so that means the space to save already exists then. You just haven't chosen to protect it yet. You just haven't made the future you enough of a priority yet. That's what space is. Not abundance, priority. This space protects your momentum. It's also going to protect your freaking nervous system. Step 3, take care of the version of you that's building. At least an attempt at some good, healthy, wholesome, nutritious food, adequate mental nourishment, and the proper amount of rest. And maybe 1 or 2 small personal wins or rewards that basically only reinforce you're in a different space now. Not indulgence, just maintenance. But I'm not talking about nothing like hooking up with no nasty ass lot lizard. So don't get that twisted. Step 4, avoid lock-in and build discipline. Use each of these first 10 checks to practice saying no. Delay upgrades and follow the sequence. And each check strengthens decision-making. By the 10th, discipline becomes habit and momentum becomes sustainable. Now here's the rule that ties everything together, and this is critical. Before you spend, before you pay, before you react, ask, does this protect my momentum or does it drain it? And the facts are, when it comes to certain things that may pull on your life at this point, like maybe certain relationships, it might be difficult to accurately make that distinction. But do your best to gauge it correctly. If something protects your new momentum, it belongs. If it drains it, it can wait. Your first 10 checks aren't about fixing your old life overnight. They're about anchoring your new one. Move through this phase deliberately, intentionally, and with discipline. And you don't just move forward, you stay moving forward. And that's how you go from broke to building, family. Quick thing before you go, family. If you want to stay connected with me and with this channel, don't rely only on YouTube. The algorithm doesn't always notify people when us as creators upload, even when you guys are subscribed. So definitely hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and do that. But I have a direct way to stay connected with my channel viewers. I've got a free CDL road test confidence guide down in the description. If you haven't tested yet, it'll help you show up prepared on test day instead of guessing. And even if you're already past that stage, grabbing it connects you directly with me and with the channel without depending on YouTube. No spam, no daily emails, just updates from the channel when they matter.